racing to the 2020 Kentucky Derby, and let's get an update at the Kentucky Derby leaderboard presented by Churchill Downs. Let's take a look at some of the top contenders, and let's start off with Tiz the Law. He continues to work for the Belmont Stakes. That coming up on June 20th, a 5-furlong workout, his most recent move. And it looks like he's probably going to be favored in the Belmont Stakes, which this year is going to be the first leg of the Triple Crown. Possibility, would he go to the Travers or the Haskell or rest up to the Kentucky Derby after that? But we will see. Wells Bayou been on the sideline since getting faded and fading late in the Arkansas Derby after the big win at the Fairgrounds. Of course, he's got 104 points from that Fairgrounds winter campaign, and basically it looks like we'll probably see him in the Bluegrass or the Ohio Derby or something like that. I think if they want a confidence builder, they'll go for an easier spot. Depending on where Maxfield goes, he could go to the Bluegrass if they want to try to tackle a horse like Maxfield. Charlatan still debating his options, whether he's going to go to the Belmont Stakes or possibly the Woody Stevens on June 20th. King Guillermo, we already know his plans. He's training up to the September 5th Kentucky Derby. He's got the points, he's got 90 points, and he ran well fresh off the layoff in Tampa Bay. Ran a huge race to Nadal, who's now injured. So, you know, King Guillermo, he's probably going to be one of the 8 or 9 favorites for the Kentucky Derby, and that's not a bad spot to be. Ete Indian training for the Haskell Stakes. A couple of excuses in the Florida Derby. He lost a shoe and kind of got his foot scrubbed up a little bit, so we'll see how he trains here. And then you round out the top 10 with horses like Modernist, again, waiting the decision on the Belmont Stakes, or if they're going to pass that and maybe wait for a race like the Travers at Saratoga, which most likely is going to be on August 8th. Saratoga has not released their stake schedule yet. Then New York Traffic. He might go to the Bluegrass, might also see a race like him in the Belmont Stakes. They're still considering that. Runs a good race every time. And then Maxfield, after that big win in the Matt Win, they're going to debate whether to go to the Bluegrass or the Belmont Stakes. Those are the two most likely possibilities. And then rounding out that top 10, Authentic, we'll see him run later on today in the Santa Anita Derby against Honor AP. And then Basin, he's kind of on that bubble right now because he's got 50 points, but if Charlatan gets disqualified from the Arkansas Derby, he would then have 100 points. He would not be, could go to a race like the Ohio Derby, take another softer spot, and then really prep up for the Kentucky Derby on September 5th. So that's why Charlatan, and again, he may have to alter his schedule based on what happens with that Arkansas Derby split lab sample. So lots of question marks still as we look at the Derby leaderboard on June the 6th. Mischievous Alex, possibly for the Woody Stevens. Chivalry, they want to point possibly for the Belmont, and then Governor Morris, it looks like he's going to be in the Belmont Stakes. So right now, your Kentucky Derby leaderboard, Tiz the Law on top. Who do you like here on June the 6th? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and share this video with all your horse racing friends. Don't forget to smash that like button so you can spread the horse racing word here as we lead you up to the 2020 Kentucky Derby.